Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the Job Aptitude Testing website, howtobecome.com, and in this tutorial, I will teach you how to pass a CAPPFINITY maths assessment. So if you have a CAPP test coming up, then please make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to help you to pass. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by covering the different types of CAPP numerical test questions that will come up during your test. I'll then give you step-by-step instructions on how to tackle CAPP assessment test questions and give you essential tips to help you pass your CAPPFINITY assessment at the very first attempt. Plus, I'll also tell you where you can instantly access over 280 CAPP assessment practice questions and the fully worked answers. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your aptitude tests by giving you brilliant practice to the toughest CAPP test questions, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because that tells me you find these tutorials useful. So let's start by looking at the structure of CAPPFINITY tests. Now, the numerical CAPPFINITY test consists of 12 questions and there is no time limit for this assessment, but you are assessed on how long it takes you to complete it. Plus, the questions are adaptive, which means the better you are doing, the tougher the questions you will get next. That is a really unique part of this test. And similarly, if you are struggling, you will get easier questions. However, these won't be worth as many marks. You want to do as best as you possibly can and in the quickest time. So to help you achieve that, I have ensured I've put together the most frequent numerical question types used to help you practice and pass. So let's start off with this first practice question. So let's take a look at the three styles of questions that you may face. The first one is multiple choice type questions. The second type is rank all of the answers. This is where you'll need to rank your answers normally from highest to lowest or lowest to highest, something like that. And finally, the third type of question that you may face is type the answer. This is where there's no multiple choice and you have to type in the correct answer exactly as it is. So let's now take a look at some practice questions for you. Here is question number 1. A jewelry store sold the following number of necklaces, watches and bracelets on the days of the week shown. How many more necklaces were sold than watches? So here is the table showing that data. Is the answer A, 64, B, 82, C, 102, D, 106, or E, 112. Now don't worry, I'm going to go through this example with you and then give you a practice question to try yourself. Now remember, when dealing with numerical reasoning questions like these, first work out the key information you need. Now we know the question states how many more necklaces were sold than watches. That means we don't need any of the information from the bracelets roll, so we can ignore that completely, and that makes the data much more manageable already. So there's two steps to working this out. Step number 1, we start by working out the total number of necklaces and the total number of watches. So to do that, we simply need to add that all together. So the total number of necklaces sold is 156 and the total number of watches sold is 50. Therefore, finally, we just need to minus the total number of necklaces by the total number of watches. So 156 minus 50 gives us a total of 106. So the correct answer is D, 106. So that was a really basic question type. Like I say, if you start doing really well at these, the questions will get harder, and I'm going to give you some examples of those. But it's better to start here, get the foundations right, so that you can answer these questions really well. And if you need to rewind the video or pause this video, please do so because it's so important that you get these questions spot on so you can improve and answer these really quickly. So now it's your turn. Please put your answer to question 2 in the comment section below the video for marking. Thank you. So question number 2 is this. Lion Hair Council have put out a tender for electrical services. Based on an annual 1-year cost, which supplier provides the cheapest load analysis service? So here is the table with that data. Is the answer A, supplier 1, B, supplier 2, C, supplier 3, D, all the same. So I'm going to give you 20 seconds on the timer to work this out, but please do pause the video if you need more time. It is really important to be comfortable answering these questions, and then you can always increase your speed by undertaking lots of practice test questions, which I will give you. So 20 seconds starts now. Great, how did you get on? Please let me know your answer in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you and mark your answer for you and give you any more tips if you need help. Now I'm going to give you plenty more practice questions, but at any point during this tutorial, and if you want to, you can click that link in the top right hand corner and head over to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can access 280 CAPPFINITY aptitude test preparation style questions, including the ones that we're covering right now, plus the fully worked answers and strategies to pass each question type to make you the standout candidate. Okay, let's up the difficulty a little bit and move on to a slightly different style of numerical question. So this is the question: a jewellery stall sold the following number of necklaces, watches and bracelets on the day of the week shown. What percentage of all the jewellery items were sold on weekdays to the nearest whole number? So here is that data. Is it A, 64%, B, 65%, C, 70%, D, 75%, or E, 76%? Now I'm going to work through this with you, and then I'm going to give you some practice questions. So step one, we first need to add the total up like so. So necklaces, watches and bracelets, we just need to add all that data up. It's very simple. And then once we get all of those numbers, we need to add those numbers together to give us a total of 237. So 96 necklaces, 34 watches and 107 bracelets gives us a total of 237. Now finally, we just need to do a very simple calculation for the percentages. So we take 237, the number we just got, and we divide it by 365, because 365 is the total number of items. Once we've done that calculation, we simply times by 100, and that 100 is there because it represents 100%. That gives us our percentage, because the percentage is always out of 100. So we do 237 divided by 365, because that's the total number of items, and then that number we times by 100. We multiply that number by 100, which gives us 64.931. And remember, the question said to the nearest whole number. So 64.931 gives us the correct answer option of B, 65%. Okay, now it's time for you to give this a go for yourself. So the Lion Hair Plastics Company have put out a notice for staff to enroll onto training courses. Below are quotes from 3 suppliers. What percentage of the total quote provided by College 2 accounts for social media training? Here is the data. Is the answer A, 40.1%, B, 45.6%, C, 43.2%, or is it D, 44.5%? Now I'm going to give you 20 seconds on the timer to work this out. Please don't forget to put your answer in the comment section below for marking. Your 20 seconds starts now. You're doing brilliant. Let's move on to a different type of CAPPFINITY assessment test question style for numerical reasoning. Here is question 5. Below is a field used for garden patches, indicated by the black rectangles as we can see here. The diagram below shows how far apart each patch needs to be. The diagram is not drawn to scale and the lengths are shown in meters. In square meters, what is the total area of the garden patches shown? Is it A, 36 squared meters, B 18 squared meters, C 24 squared meters, D 42 squared meters, or E 32 squared meters. Now first, we need to work out the area of one garden patch. So remember, the garden patch are the black rectangles on that diagram. So the area of one garden patch is 3 times 1.5 because it was 3 meters by 1.5 meters. That gives us 4.5 squared meters per patch. And then finally, all we need to do, as there are 8 garden patches in total, we simply multiply it by 8. So 4.5 times 8 equals 36 squared meters. So the correct answer is A, 36 squared meters. Pretty basic stuff, but if you haven't done this in a while, you might be a bit rusty on your maths. So it's really important that we get these foundations done right and then move on to more challenging question types. So give this question a go for yourself. Below is the field used for garden patches, indicated by the black rectangles. The diagram below shows how far apart each patch needs to be. The diagram is not drawn to scale and the lengths are shown in meters. Each garden patch requires full maintenance every 2 months. If maintenance costs 48p per square meter, work out the total cost for maintenance for the 8 garden patches. Here are your answer options: A, B, C, D, and E. Now, when answering this question, remember the answer from the question before. This will make answering this question a breeze. Give it a go and let me know how you got on in the comment section below. You have 20 seconds starting now. Great, you've done brilliant. The next thing to do is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now and head through to my website howtobecome.com, where you can get access to over 280 CAPPFINITY preparation style aptitude test questions and fully worked answers to each question. It covers not just the numerical reasoning in more depth than we've covered today, with many more question types and all 3 styles of answering those questions: the multiple choice, the rank by answers, and the type the answer questions. But it also covers the verbal reasoning and the situational judgment test and all the different practice that you need to help really boost your chances of success. You can have online access within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your aptitude test and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their aptitude tests and job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like these. If you have any questions regarding any aptitude test or question type, please feel free to put these in the comment section below, where I will get back to you. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your assessment. Have a brilliant day.